Hannah Sarah Mwero Ranji, a state counsel with the Department of Registrar General, and I head the Coat of Arms section. The Coat of Arms section is a section that deals with the registering of arms and granting or awarding arms. By arms here, I don't mean firearms. I mean the coat of arms, the seals, the insignias, badges. Those are the things that we register. The coat of the section actually is the secretariat that works with the College of Arms. The College of Arms is the body that is mandated to register the arms and the awards of arms.
My name is Joseph Kamenju, Dr. Joseph Kamenju, from the University of Nairobi, Department of Architecture. And I'm the chairman of the College of Arms at the state law, in the state law office, which is the office of the Attorney General. The College of Arms is just another department within the state law office that deals with coats of arms, and coats of arms that are registered there for companies and institutions that want to register their coats of arms, and even individuals, because some individuals register their coat of arms with the registrar. So the college is chaired by the Attorney General.
It is important to register your arms, for example, so that you're not, there is no misuse of your arms. A case in point, if a school registers its coat of arms, the coat of arms, the official coat of arms that they are using, then if in case any person misuses that arms, there is in law, there's a way you can defend. So basically it's for your protection and so that it is not misused. And also it sets you apart. For example, if you have maybe an alumni and you want to register and you want to be identified that this is maybe Alliance alumni, University of Nairobi alumni, you're able to be set apart. And also the county governments. There are some county governments that have already registered their coat of arms, and if you see maybe the ambulance going around with their coat of arms, you're able to identify that is county government of Mombasa, county government of Nakuru. So it's just to set you apart and to give you an identity.
If you enter, say, a place like University of Nairobi or any other university, what meets you at the gate is a very big coat of arms, either painted or in other formats, done in 3D over the gate that tells you you are entering that institution. And with the motto down there, then you can see it's a serious institution. You are not entering a kiosk. So that is why when a university is given a charter, the first thing they look for is, first of all, to get a coat of arms, a grant of coat of arms, or even a school once it is registered, because these are what constitutes the important documents that state that this institution exists.
Anyone in Kenya can register a coat of arms, and also foreigners can also register their arms. There are people who take it as a hobby to register arms in every country that they go to, and so maybe they visit Kenya and they want to register an arm. So the coat of arms, the College of Arms, grants you the ability to register an arm. We do not what is it called? We do not say that only this particular person can register an arms. So a school, a hospital, an organization, corporation, an individual, even families can register their arms. So anybody can register their arms according to the College of Arms Act.
What you are asked to do is to have it registered so that it is not used by any other institution. Once it is registered, then the law protects the grantee, and therefore it cannot be used or misused by any other company.
The uniforms used by our armed forces or the police, the badges in those uniforms, and basically it's something that needs to be protected. And as you will well know, in Kenya, wearing those camouflage clothes have become like it's almost like it's the in thing, and most of the people would say that they are not wearing the uniforms that are set for the army, and rightly so, because maybe they do not have the badges that identifies that this is a uniform for the Kenya Army or the uniform for the Kenya Navy or as such. So I would add, yes, they are protected, and they are the badges and the coat of arms in those uniforms are protected.
A grant of arms is actually a birth certificate of that company or institution. So that is not a document to be taken lightly. It is the birth certificate of that company. But many companies, of course, just conduct their business without a birth certificate. You can't prove, just like you, if you don't have a birth certificate. Of course you are existing. You are not going to prove you are born, but you don't have the document. The document is important. And that is why serious companies, Strathmore University, University of Nairobi, bodies in churches which are serious, the military, they have their coats of arms registered. Now take for instance the Kenyan coat of arms. Among the instruments of governance that are hallowed in this country, which are then handed over, like when we got independence from Britain. What were we given? What constituted the birth of the Republic of Kenya? If you would have been there at Uhuru Gardens, you would have seen that they were given a rolled flag, and the flag constituted a major ceremony within the birth of this country, that we have our own independent flag. The other thing that was also part of the package was our own constitution. So there was a document also there at Uhuru Gardens being presented to the president. This is your new constitution. The other thing which was and must be there was an official coat of arms and the Kenyan seal, the official government seal, which is seriously a derivation of the coat of arms. So the coat of arms is given again in rolled parchment and presented to the new president. The final document, the final thing that would have been there was a sword of office, which as a commander-in-chief, he is also presented. So you would have seen a sword also being presented to the president. And these are repeated when every handing over is done.
some of the things that stand out. How has your design been made? Is it a copy of another design? Have you explained in your blazon? A blazon is something that describes what your coat of arms is all about. So in your description, in your blazon, have you captured all the things that speaks to what your design is on the coat of arms?
The coat of arms, the difference with the coat of arms is that it goes further than a logo, merely to identify. What it does is embed a deeper meaning and symbolism that is not necessarily obvious. Like this Kenyan coat of arms, isn't it a story? Starting with the shield itself, is derived from first principles as a shield that is African. And an African shield is really what? A complete one, which is held by a Maasai and many other tribes. Almost all African tribes use that shape of shield. So that tells you our shield, our coat of arms is authentically African, and it wants to be. Then they divided it into 3 parts and put 3 colors, basic colors, which are very, very important to telling the story. Then on the shield is a cock, and then it is holding an axe. And these, of course, quite, they have very, very, very deep meaning. If you were to really be serious about what this coat of arms of Kenya really mean, you would go into its making. Who made this coat of arms? So Tom Boyer, in his wisdom, took all the symbols that he understood to be what constitute nationhood, which is the 3 colors. Then he took Mount Kenya, which was also very, very personal and meant a lot to his colleague Kenyatta, who had done physics Mount Kenya, and the name Kenya, the Republic of Kenya, is coming from that mountain. So it is the highest point in this country. And then place the shield in a graphic manner and artistic manner that constitutes all those things, including the crops that grow in the green land, which was placed very nicely along the base of the shield.
So the process of registering a coat of arms is, first of all, there's a form that you fill in. There's a form that is available either physically at our office at Sheria House or in our website, the OAG and DOJ website. If you're registering for the first time, you fill in the form. It's a form CA1. When you fill in the form, you are required to pay an amount of 10,000 shillings. Once that amount is paid, you physically bring the documents to our registry.
Usually the client brings 6 colored copies of the design plus a blazon, which is in a heraldic language. After they have brought, we receipt the payment. We open a file for the client, then it's now forwarded to the head of coat of arms to write to the college members so that they can approve the coat of arms. After the college members have sat, the college members are not one of our office's members. They are drawn from different institutions. They go through the design. When they approve the design, now it's when we write back to the clients to let them know that their design was approved. Now they are supposed to pay the 626,000 for the vellum parchment. The vellum parchment is a special paper which is usually imported from outside the country. When they have purchased the vellum, Then they have their own artist who engrosses the vellum, the design on the vellum parchment paper. They bring to us again, the college members now, they are the ones who will execute the vellum parchment. If it's well engrossed, there are 3 members who are supposed to sign, which is the registrar of the college, the chairman, and one of the members.
So now as I've mentioned, that some of the county governments have already registered their coat of arms. Others are in the process of registering. We have 15 county governments that are in the process of registering, that have actually done the applications. The applications have been approved, and are just waiting for them to do a certain step, and then now we can complete. So around 26 county governments have registered their coat of arms. However, we are doing a lot of sensitization to the rest of the county governments who have not registered their coat of arms, just because we need to tell them the importance of registering their coat of arms. It is not mandatory to register your coat of arms. According to the College of Arms Act, it is voluntary. However, we are in the process of sensitizing all the county governments to register their arms, ensuring that they have the prestige and they have the sense of identity, and it gives you a sort of ownership of your county when you have registered your county, your coat of arms.